Yo, hello, welcome back to the first episode of Geoguessr, but all methods are completely real and it's not Geoguessr because it's geotastic. I'm just gonna start a local game and I'm just gonna leave everything normally. So you know I'm not cheating. And I'll explain all of my thought process. I'm actually a Geoguessr from number one in all categories. I won the 2024 and 5 and 3 championships, and we'll win the next one as well. So you can trust me on everything. So this one is obviously the these um like barricades remind you of the board game Monopoly because it can be found near the town of Monopoly, but like obviously not in Monopoly. Like literally every single person on earth would know it. Um, Also, these like horizontal stripes on the buildings is very like southeastern Italy vibes. It can be found anywhere else in southeastern Italy. But of course, in Monopoly, you would have the top black parts. Don't have to tell you this probably. So we're actually in here. There is like a very complicated way to memorize this. I just know it because I'm good. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, first we go in this town. Okay. Yeah, obvious. This is the most obvious Nepal. Um, it's like this road. And how do I know it? Well, because if you look back here, you see how these trees kind of form like a mountain shape. But as you can see, it's like that one goes low, and that one goes high, and that's low. And then this one is like kind of swarming to the left, to the right. That means we write from Kathmandu. It's a very reliable method. You just have to look back at everything and then you will know it exactly. Also, these kind of trucks. Yeah, sorry. These kind of vehicles are like colored very specifically in every different road in Nepal. And this blue and white one is specifically on this road. Yeah, nice. Obviously, this is northern Portugal. Everyone knows that. But how do I know that it's exactly here? Well, as you can see here, we have this brick architecture that it might remind you of Kenya. Obviously, is the most well-known country with bricks. Also, Mexico and Canada has like every other house has this kind of brick, but the ones with these kind of holes in them, that's kind of like you have the default like circle holes, but these ones are like long oval ones. That's only not Portugal. Obviously, everyone knows this is Peru, but you may think I'm going to Costco, and that's why you have to switch to West Kilimantan. This is just like a mnemonic that you can use when you're in this area of the world. Now this one, you see how these gates are like rounded off and they're not like, they're not like a normal like bend, but they're like bend. Now that can only be found in Ireland and not in the UK. Um, but you see this ditch next to the road that's not found in Ireland. So if you look back here, these black cows, as I like to call them, Sligo black cows, are not found in Sligo. They're like here. They're actually there. Okay, yeah, that was my meta explanation. Don't steal any of these because I'm gonna use this in the 2026 World Championship to win the 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 trophy. Yeah. And anyways, bye. Bye.